Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Life Made Easy podcast. As always, Tim, how we doing?
We're doing good. Ready to talk about some tech today.
I'm pretty fired up about Apple right now. How about you?
Second Apple episode in a row. Not sure if they'll be uploaded in that order, but second Apple episode in a row.
We'll see how it goes. So today, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be talking about the very controversial, the big, the bad, the beast itself, the Mac Pro.
Bigfoot is, she's known.
When did this come out, Tim? This came out in 2019, correct?
Yeah, right at the end of 2019.
Right at the end. This
was pretty minor release, actually. Just website refresh.
Yeah.
Was not expecting that.
This is one of the most expensive items I have ever seen on the internet.
Teslas are cheaper than Mac Pros, and Teslas even come with screens.
Yes. You can buy a car for less than a Mac Pro. Base model I'm speaking about. You can buy a car for less than $6,000.
That's true. Wow.
So what do you think? What do you think about this big cheese grater, Tim?
I really like the design. I'm glad that I do. I think it's really attractive the way that they laid it all out. It definitely looks a lot like the older one that was before the trash can. I also like the trash can design.
I like the trash can design. I'll agree with you on that.
It was a very pretty machine.
Yeah,
but
it's compact.
I agreed with all of the critiques. This product is aimed at pros who want to upgrade their machines, always want to have the most powerful, and that was a limiting design. And I think Apple went the right way going back to the old design.
Let's see who Apple's targeting. Big YouTubers, MKBHD, Unbox Therapy. No, Unbox Therapy wouldn't use this. He's anti-Apple.
Yeah, so
iJustine,
Jonathan
Morrison. You can name Austin Evans, all the big
and
YouTubers.
That's the entire audience.
And movie makers.
Yes. And
people who actually edit full movies, like Pixar.
Yep. So I think that that's important to consider when people do knock this machine, especially the companion product, the Pro Display XDR, when they knock that and say, it doesn't come with a stand. I think Apple introduced it. Oh, they did have it wasn't a website refresh. Yeah, no, at early 2019, they had the keynote. And then
Let me look it up.
At the end of 2019, it officially came out just as a website refresh.
Yeah.
Okay, so they did have a keynote.
So it was like the same thing with the new MacBook Pro, right? That was just a website refresh.
That was just a website refresh. I don't think there was any announcement with the new MacBook Pro.
Yeah. I'm just bringing this up right now.
Was it WWDC?
Yeah, it was WWDC 2019 keynote. Where is it? Oh, they did here.
Yep,
yeah,
there it is.
There it is.
Okay, so little correction there. They did have a keynote. It was just much earlier than the release. The way that they introduced it, they introduced the display. Everybody knew it was going to be expensive. They said the display is $5,000, and they talked a whole bunch about how great this stand was. And then they go, and if you want the stand, that'll be just another $1,000. And people flipped, and it made sense because most people, if I'm buying a display, I'm going to need a stand. The people that this is marketed for at Pixar and major studios already have their stands.
Mm-hmm.
So the majority of people actually buying these don't need the stand. So Apple's actually saving them money.
I guess so, if you want to look at it that way.
And most of these editing monitors come without stands.
That's really weird though. How do you ship a display without a stand?
Just in the box, and then when you take it out, they have what are they called? Visa mounts, and they just snap it right on.
Yeah. So we were talking about this earlier. The specs.
Yeah.
The specs, especially on the base model, seem to be lacking.
Something that no human should ever buy ever, no matter what circumstance, correct?
Now, I'm not a huge expert when it comes to graphics cards, especially Radeon graphics. I'm more familiar with NVIDIA and how their hierarchy of graphics cards works, but I'm not good with Radeon. They have a Radeon Pro 580X, with GDDR5, 8 gigs of GDDR5 memory on the base model. Now that, I think that's good. I don't think that's a bad graphics card. I'm
100% ignorant on graphics cards.
Okay.
I just see big numbers and say that's good.
Yeah. Okay. Has an X in it, so.
Yeah, so it's got to be.
But the thing that stands out to me is the 256 gig SSD. Now, they could have slapped it at you in the face even more and made that a hard drive.
I don't think they'd do that.
Yeah.
I think hard drives are dead.
It's not pro. It's not pro
Yeah, that's
enough.
not pro enough. So I think the Mac Pro just suffers from the same problem that so many Macs suffer from, that their starting model, Apple just wants to get the price low, and they just have nowhere near enough storage. I mean, literally it starts with 32 gigs of RAM and 256 gigs of storage. So what's that? Like an eighth, right? An eighth of that is just RAM.
Let me do the quick calculator.
Yeah.
32 divided by 256 is...
Yeah, that's an eighth.
Yeah.
So I just don't think that...